Good day, here are the headlines from the Philippine News Agency. Malacanang on Tuesday warned the public against deep fake content, where President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. is heard directing the military to act against a particular country. The Presidential Communications Office said the audio deep fake circulating in a popular video streaming platform makes it appear as if President Marcos has directed the armed forces of the Philippines to act against a particular foreign country. The PCO belied the claim of the manipulated content, saying no such directive exists nor has been made. The PCO said it is actively working on fight fake news, misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation through its media and information literacy campaign. It added that it is closely coordinating and working with relevant government agencies and private partners to address the spread and use of deep fakes and other generative AI content. It also urged the public to be responsible social media users and stop the spread of fake news by reporting and not sharing them. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. assured onion producers in Mindoro, Marinduque, Romblon, and Palawan that the government is taking necessary interventions to stabilize prices. In a town hall consultation with farmers and fisherfolk in Barangay San Roque in San Jose, Occidental Mindoro on Tuesday, President Marcos cited the planned establishment of cold storage warehouses for their use. The president highlighted the importance of cold storage facilities in maintaining the quality of onions and stabilizing their supply, demand, and corresponding prices. He noted that due to ongoing issues with power supply, the government is looking into building cold storage facilities powered by solar energy. Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. said the Department of Agriculture is currently establishing 2 cold storage facilities in Occidental Mindoro with a capacity of 1,400 tons each. Aside from these facilities, the Kadiwa centers in Metro Manila will be tapped as a main market for Mindoro farmers directly selling their produce. Government data showed the Mimaropa region as the leading onion producer in the country, producing 46.9 thousand metric tons from April to June 2023, or equivalent to 55.3% of the country's total onion supply. The Philippines' inclusion in the proposed $8.1 billion aid package for the United States Indo-Pacific allies, approved by the U.S. Senate and House of Representatives, would help the country strengthen defense capabilities. The aid package is one of 4 parts of a bill allocating foreign aid approved by the U.S. House of Representatives last Saturday and by the Senate on Tuesday night. In a news release, House Speaker Martin Romualdez said the proposed military aid would help strengthen the country's defense capabilities and bolster its sovereignty in efforts toward regional peace, particularly in the West Philippine Sea. Romualdez noted that the Philippines is subject to a $500 million foreign financing package courtesy of an approved amendment to the bill by California Representative Darrell Issa. He said the passage of this amendment highlights the United States' commitment to enhance the defense capabilities of the Philippines and deepen their partnership. Romualdez said the emergency aid package will benefit its key allies in the Indo-Pacific, which includes the country. The House deliberations on the bill coincided with a trilateral summit among U.S. President Joe Biden, Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, and Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. on April 11. The Department of Migrant Workers reminds Filipinos planning to work and migrate to Canada to undergo the department's verification process. DMW officer in charge Undersecretary Hans Leo Kakdak said the DMW on April 12 issued Advisory 9, which requires OFWs to undergo verification in compliance with Canada's immigration programs. Advisory number 9 states that Filipinos hired through Canada's Nominee and Residency Program must undergo contract verification and documentary processing with the DMW. On the other hand, Canada-bound Filipinos with an open work permit for vulnerable workers would only have to process their papers with the DMW if they already have a valid and existing employment contract. Kakdak said Advisory 9 was issued in response to reports that some recruiters prey on Filipinos going to Canada and charge them exorbitant fees. The public is advised once again to save on electricity as the whole country is placed today under yellow alert due to a shortage of power supply. In an advisory, the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines placed the Mindanao grid under yellow alert and the Luzon Visayas grids under red and yellow alert. The Mindanao grid is under yellow alert from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. as 9 power plants went offline and 5 more plants are running on a limited capacity. The Luzon grid is placed under yellow alert from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Under red alert from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. On the other hand, the Visayas grid is on red alert from noon to 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and yellow alert from 10 a.m. to noon, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Areas under red alert may experience power interruptions. In other news, former senator and human rights advocate Rene Saguisag has died at the age of 84. Saguisag's family announced his passing on Wednesday. In a statement, they said Saguisag spent his final months with his relatives, friends, and supporters. They also said he passed away knowing that he was much loved and respected. The Saguisag family praised the late senator as a dedicated public servant whose efforts as a human rights advocate, senator, and writer stand as a testament to his commitment to justice, truth, and democracy. Saguisag was a human rights lawyer and opposition figure during the martial law period under former President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. He then served as a spokesperson of Marcos Sr.'s successor, former President Corazon Aquino. During his years as senator from 1987 to 1992, Saguisag chaired two Senate Committee on Ethics and Privilege and a committee on the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. He also co-authored the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees, or RA 6713, and was the main author of the Ombudsman Act of 1989. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the Pna Headlines. For more news updates, please visit our website, pna.gov.ph, or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The Pna Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the Pna Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account via the News and Information Bureau website, nib.gov.ph, under the Pna News, or the Facebook page of the Presidential Communications Office, or PCO. I am Stephanie Sevillano. This is the Pna Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.